When this music video opens up, we see a chair with an apple and a spotlight on it, which indicates the importance of this element to the status of its own character in this story. When Adele is introduced, she quickly multiplies in number, representing the different versions of Adele, perhaps symbolizing her warring parts within her psyche. As the music video progresses, she finds union within her own psyche, as we will soon see. The next instance of presenting the apple, the chair was upside down with the apples strewn about on the floor, as opposed to its original state, which was on the chair, so as to represent the fall from grace and how numerous the temptations are to Adele. This is where it gets interesting. It is a side-by-side story of the fall from grace of Adele's love, as well as the biblical narrative of Adam and Eve's eating of the forbidden fruit. Chairs can represent a few things: the emptiness of the moments that were once had. It illustrates the presence and absence of a person simultaneously. Exactly how our memories are. Memories are the presence and absence of our old lovers, friends, and moments. A chair represents an object of permanence because although the people may change, the chair remains the same. A chair can also represent the seat of power that one takes. We then see a chair wrapped in floral design, while Adele's lyrics reflect the imagery of people having fun. And quote, "I know that it's wrong, but I want to have fun." This garden-wrapped chair symbolizes the Garden of Eden, where in the biblical narrative it was Eve who was tempted by the serpent to eat the forbidden fruit, and really the story of struggle that a human being endures in the desire and the temptation of wanting something or someone while knowing it's wrong. In this next instance, you can see two different women. One is sitting down next to the Garden of Eden inspired chair, playing the game he loves me not, which in and of itself is representative of insecurity in a relationship, while Adele is holding the reins of the horse on which the woman proudly sits erect as she pleads with God, "Oh Lord, don't let me let myself down." This image is showing that she has overcome her insecurities and difficulties in her past love life and subsequent divorce, and now sits in a more powerful and regal status within her own self-regard at the seat of her power. In the final scene, the spotlit chair is on fire while people are running in the background. According to one website, a burning chair in a dream symbolizes the need to keep one's faith alive, and this does confirm the lyrics in which Adele is calling to God to not let her down. In the same breath, fire symbolizes the destruction and the regeneration of something similarly to a forest fire, and this could also symbolize Adele's rebirth in putting an end to her past with her divorce and being born again. And Adele is finally holding the apple close to represent her temptation. Just a few moments, we see Adele sitting and taking a big bite of this apple, which is the final confirmation we needed to the director's credit of presenting Adele as the archetypal Eve, in which she gives in to her temptation, as Adele's lyrics also reflect. Quote, "'Cause this is trouble but it feels right, teetering on the edge of heaven and hell, is a battle that I cannot fight." All the chairs placed cinematically throughout the music video represent the lived moments that Adele had in her love life. And in the final moment, she is the one who is sitting authoritatively on the chair and makes a decision to take a bite, whereas in the beginning she was split up into different versions of Adele, again symbolizing the warring parts in her psyche. Although she knows it's wrong, she still makes a decision to eat the fruit, and I propose that this is the director's way of submitting the final piece to the biblical narrative of Eve's role, which is that she knew she was being tempted, but she still made the decision to eat the fruit, and that in and of itself, with morality aside, is marking the human condition of free will and making decisions for ourselves. The telling of the story through the director's stylistic continuity of how it's filmed shows how life is a myriad of scenes and humanity is interconnected through this relationship that we have to each other, our faith, temptation, romance, and most of all, love and sacrifice in the name of one's own strength and high self-concept.